control. Her gravity is all that I know. She's over me. She's over me. She comes with her hypnotic dance. She holds me here with only a glance. She's over me. She's over me. So yeah, I was telling him that I was like, you know, what? Oh, hey, welcome everybody. I guess we're live. How'd you like those theatrics, huh? Huh? You weren't expecting that, were you? Welcome everybody to the Wednesday edition of the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas, and we are live and again, absolutely unrehearsed right here for your listening pleasure. So whatever happens, just know that it wasn't planned. And that'll always be our excuse. So if it goes great, it wasn't planned. If it goes to hell, well, at least it wasn't planned. So welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great week. It's Hump Day. And we were going to celebrate that with some time with you guys. So 2 hours of us. You've got us for the next 2 hours, whether you want us or not. We're going to be here occupying our channel, and hopefully you will be as well. In fact, let other people know. Share the stream. Let people know, hey, for a good time, head over to this YouTube channel, huh? All right, I'm not here all by myself, of course. I got my good friend and co-host, Mr. Don Longbeard, right here in the Portal Studio. Welcome, Don.
Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day to you, sir.
It is definitely that.
How's your Hump Day and go?
You know, the longer it goes, the shorter it gets. And sometimes that's all I can ask for.
Yeah, you're absolutely working towards the finish on this one.
Oh, gosh, yes.
No matter what you do, this day will end. So if it's been going wonderful, then, I'm sorry. If it's going like hell, then congratulations. You're almost there.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he had it backwards there for a minute, but no, I stopped and think about it. No, you're all right.
Look at Renee Cruz. Whoa, whoa, woo. Pump it up. Brent Thomas is in the UFO Ghost Fam house. Awesome. Well, thank you, Renee. That was awful exuberant.
He needs a clap.
Yes, I do. Thank you. And so does Renee. Renee's representing out there. That's all I got to say. You know, I've told the story before, but I like to go and check out paranormal shows to see what people are doing because, sometimes you just got to take a look at what the competition is up to. You know what I'm saying? And, there's one name that I keep finding all over the map.
Paranormal Portal.
No, Renee Cruz.
Oh.
Renee is like in every paranormal show on the face of YouTube. I swear to God, Renee gets around. And it's cool. I mean, I'm not casting aspersions. I'm not making fun of you. I think that's awesome. But I'm just honored that you like our show as well. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And it's always a pleasure to see familiar faces as I'm wandering around on the interwebs, looking at the paranormal entertainment that's available. And hoping that ours continues to stack up or at least, perform. Did you hear the minion? No?
I heard something. I thought it was a squeak of a chair, though.
Oh, maybe it was. Okay, I thought I heard the minion. I was like, wait, what? Sounded like daddy. You get that parent ears. Like,
yeah.
You get that bionic ear that doesn't matter what's going on. You could be in a Kiss concert, and I would hear my kid sneeze. It's like...
Oh, my.
Oh, whatever. The sound is fantastic. Outstanding, Titan. Thank you. I appreciate that. How are you guys doing? Talk to me. I wanna just reach out and give you guys a moment here. Talk to us.
Carlton says, "Stack up, Brent. You'll crush the competition."
Yes, that's what I like to hear. I'm coming with my lawnmower.
Shout out to Lee McNew from Cryptids, Myth, and Mysteries.
Yeah, good deal. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming in.
Cha-Cha's here, Chris. You know what? Let's do a roll call real quick.
Let's do it. We got apparently 25 people in here.
Yeah, well, just a few chatting, though. I only
Okay.
see Annie M., Cha-Cha, Chris Jarvis. I got Mr. Lee McNew, Cryptids, Myths, and Mysteries. Ethan's here. Kirsten's here. Lydia, this guy named Paranormal Portal, I don't know who that is. Renee's here. Rick, a.k.a. Purple Hobbit. Rigger Ridge. Seeds, as I mentioned, Pharmacy Seeds Network, Carlton. Titan's here. Treva and Mr. Duke Sullivan of WBR. The Duke.
The Duke is in the
The
house.
Duke.
Duke, you were like right at the beginning, man. The opening gun, and you were here. I was really impressed because you are usually fashionably late.
And Beth just popped in. Hi, Beth. How you feeling?
Hello, Beth. Wonderful to see you. And wonderful to see all of you. Thank you so much. What's on your mind tonight, guys? If you got something you want to say, we're going to look at this chat and wait until you talk to us. Because we love to include you in what we're doing. And that way we don't have to do as much. I'm just kidding. We're always busy here. It's just a joke. Hey, everybody. Duke, good to see you, brother. And great to see everybody else.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It is.
You know,
Like,
you
this
were,
is
you
good
were,
time.
as a matter of fact, Brent was just telling me a little bit ago, he loves taking, the Monday, Tuesday off, but he really looks forward to the Wednesday show because
I do.
he misses you guys.
It's true. I got to tell you that I love the break that Monday and Tuesday offers, and it gives me an opportunity to do things that I really want to do for the show and for other projects as well. As I mentioned, I'm doing the narration project, and that's eating up a lot of time. But
I bet.
I really do miss it. I miss being here in the saddle and talking to you guys live. And I'm just so thrilled that you guys are always here when I come back after those 2 days. It's like, oh, cool. Yeah, the family's here. So welcome back, everybody. Of course, throughout the journey tonight, the phone line will be open. So if you want to call in and talk to us, you certainly can do that. Just a little notice. This coming Saturday, Don, this coming Saturday,
It's coming Saturday, what?
we're doing a roundtable with Cade.
Oh, we are.
We
Nice.
are. That got sorted out after you hung up
Yeah.
on the Believe chat.
You mean like when I was driving home the other night?
Yeah, which you're not admitting too publicly, right?
I didn't admit anything.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we're going to have Cade Moya, host and creator of the Believe podcast. He's going to be joining us on Saturday right here on the Paranormal Portal.
Wow.
And we're going to tear it up for 2 hours of fun then. That'll be a good time. We'll hear about what's been going on down under
Down
in
under.
Oz.
Down under.
You know that Oz is still our second biggest market?
That's actually kind of cool
Yeah, it's like
in a weird way.
It's like 4 times bigger than number 3.
Wow.
Yeah, so like Australia is totally representing for some portal love, and I got to thank you guys, all you people from down under in New Zealand and Australia. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing, and
Yes.
it's awesome to be a part of your days as well.
As a matter of fact, I see
Just get back to us on that.
yeah, let me get back to you on that.
All right. So I guess that's all we got on the front end. Talk to us if you got something to say, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be doing our best just to watch the chat and to keep you involved. Portal love means
That's
different.
cha-cha. We don't. Cha-cha uses words.
Oh, yeah. And they're spelled words. She just typed it, and I was thinking that same thing. She'll probably spell it Werds.
Yep.
And that's what it typed. Awesome. I know how you think. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we got. I hope you're all ready because we're going in. I'm not that scary, am I, Titan? Come on, dude. I mean, we hung. We were close, hanging out for a weekend. Did I frighten you?
Were you scared?
Were you scared? Were you not entertained?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure everybody was entertained that weekend.
Yeah, I think they were. I know I was. I was really entertained. I had a great time. more than I would have thought. It's just amazing. It's being as exhausted as I was in Coloma. It
Yeah,
was-
sleeping almost all the way home.
yeah, well, believe me, I was running on literally hours of sleep per day, like 2 or less. I felt like less. I don't know what it is about hotel beds, but I just can't sleep.
You know, I don't usually sleep in hotel beds either, but I slept pretty.
Well, I think you must.
I slept
Maybe
for
it's
like
my.
4 straight hours.
It was my calming presence. I
Oh
think.
yeah, that was it.
You were
Your
just-
ASMR.
Yeah, I must have been.
Go to sleep, Don.
Yeah,
Shut up, Don. Stop talking. You sleep, Don.
yeah. You were kind of mumbling. That was funny.
Yeah, great.
But you never said words.
Separate words.
No, I mean, it was,
Separate rooms from now on.
all right. Well,
Cha Cha says she slept like a baby.
aw, well, that's good. And Titan, how did
Her
you
and
sleep,
her.
by the way?
Her and her hot tub.
And what we're referring to, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is back in the beginning of July. We went over to Coloma, Montana, and did the investigation over there. You can find the video on our feed, on our YouTube channel under investigations when we were over in Coloma. 2 years in a row, the portal has been visiting Coloma. And we just had a request just before going on. It's like, hey, when are you guys going to do the next one? And, we haven't actually set a date for the next one, but I would assume it'll probably be around the same time, like the beginning of July.
Right.
Because in case it is a dry year, it's usually before the burn ban, so we can actually have campfires,
Right.
If it gets too dry, they put on burn bans, and then if Duke tells stories of when they use space heaters and you tried to keep warm, and it's just not the same. So, but it gets cold up there on those mountains without a fire, I'm telling you. And so we're probably going to go around the same time, I would guess, but Duke and I haven't sat down and ironed out any details yet. But as soon as we do, we'll let you know. Those of you out there that want to come, you can mark your calendars and make it happen. We'd love to have you.
So yeah, sometime around first weekend of July was the July? No, second weekend. Second
yeah.
weekend of July is what we were looking at. So that's what we did. That's what you did last year, and that's what we did this year. So
No, last year we were in September. Dan and I went down in September.
it
so-
wasn't in September, was it?
Yes, it was. Yep.
Was it?
Yep.
Wow. I'll have
And
to
it
look
was
up.
unusual because there was no burn ban last year.
Huh.
So they were actually able to have fires, which was nice. Because, as I mentioned, it gets cold. But anyway, and I think it's mostly because you run around those mountains and you get sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you have this moisture in your clothing for a long time. And then once the temperature goes down, it's just like, poof. It just hits you, it goes right to your bone. Bones is more than one.
So yeah, like 230 something or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. But yeah, so if it's something that's any of you would be interested in accompanying us, but please, we'd love to have you. It was a great time and a great opportunity to get together with some amazing people. Brand new friends were made, friendships were forged.
That's correct.
And just a great community. Brent and Don, do y'all suppose there's more paranormal activity during bad weather? Yeah, I do. Titan, I think that for sure. I think that the atmospheric energy of thunderstorms and stuff, that ramped up EM energy from lightning and that atmospheric activity, it really does supercharge the atmosphere for activity to happen. So storms are definitely they're like plugging it in for all for all intents and purposes. There's a reason on horror movies and ghost movies that there's always it was a dark and stormy night, right? And it's because that really does something. It really and obviously it kind of closes you in as well, and it creates a mood of ooh, it's dark and spooky and flashing lightning and stuff. But it actually does ramp up the for spiritual activity for sure.
Right.
They believe that ghosts require extra energy in order to make themselves known, and certainly during severe thunderstorms or thunderstorms in general, there is extra energy with all those lightning strikes and all that the air is just supercharged and ionized. So it is definitely true. I would say 100%. I believe that is the case.
So Titan says we have a hurricane moving in. So Titan, you know what we say? Just jump in the portal, baby.
Yeah, well,
It'll keep you safe.
yeah, well,
But
either
do
that
be
or a
safe,
bathtub.
A bathtub, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Tie yourself to some, water pipes. They're.
I would be curious though. I mean, do you have activity already? Because
Oh,
if you
that's
do,
interesting, yeah.
I mean, if you don't already have activity, you're probably not going to notice much difference because there's just nothing hanging around you. But if there is, You should notice it kick up during storms, and especially a hurricane. My God, that's about as supercharged as it gets.
Well, lightning. Throw some lightning in there.
Well, that is hurricanes have lightning.
Well,
Yeah.
hurricanes.
Yeah, there was actually footage, as a matter of fact, of the what is it called, Karen? The storm called Karen or something like that. Is no one going in? Isn't it?
I haven't been paying
Hurricane
attention.
Karen?
Let me find it out. I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah. I don't know. It's some girl name, but it does start with a K, I'm sure. Is it Karen? I think it's Karen. If it's Karen, that's going to crack me up because I just made that connection.
There was Tropical Storm Karen in 2019.
No.
It affected Puerto Rico. So,
No, I mean the one now. It starts with a K, too.
no, the last time there was a Karen was
No,
back
I
in-
mean, it may not be Karen, but
yeah,
it's
I
a
don't
K
know
word.
well, let me. Yeah.
What is it? Come on, chat. Oh, it's Laura. It's Hurricane Laura.
Yeah, she was
Never
a pain in
mind.
my
But
butt, too.
she's behaving like a Karen.
She's standing behind Karen going, yeah. I want to talk to the manager too.
It's just she's sucking up the ocean and everything. There's like a storm surge coming with her. There's got to be a Karen. Oh well. I'm just kidding. You know it all. We're all just saying it in love. I just think that stuff is funny. It is. Our hearts are obviously there with you
Yes,
guys.
we
and I
are,
hope you're
yeah.
safe. Please be safe.
Just hoping to make light with you.
Yeah, I mean it's just one of those things. We know it's a serious situation. Obviously, I don't know where it's supposed to hit. I haven't followed it really closely because it's a long way from me, and that sounds really selfish, and I don't mean it that way. But honestly, I'm pretty like this most of the time, focused on what I'm doing. But I did see some of the atmospherics from like the satellites, the space station, took footage of it, and it's a big storm. And you look at it, and it's time-lapsed, but the amount of electricity in that storm is just amazing. It's like a rave, with like with strobe lights.
Right.
It's just incredible the amount of energy in there. So, so if you put on some good beats, you might be fine.
And now you're listening to the soothing sounds of the portal.
Yeah.
Poor Rigger Ridge, my wife's Karen, gets stormy around here.
We're just having fun.
Yeah, you know what? It's got with all the crazy in the world and the dark we talk about. Yeah,
Exactly. And the other thing is I love to laugh, and there's a reason I close the show with remember to laugh as much as you can, because my God, if we start taking ourselves so seriously, like so many people are taking themselves way too seriously right now, and then just the vitriol and the hate and the anger and the dualities that are going on, it's just crazy. So if we don't laugh, we're going to explode.
Yep.
So just laugh with us. I mean, really.
Either laugh with us or turn into a Karen.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Laura.
Yeah. Or what would a male version of that be? A Keith? A Keith or a Chad? Sorry. No, not a Chad. That's Titan.
That's it.
Sorry. But we love you. We love all of you.
Gosh.
Yeah. Well, good, Cha-Cha. Don't start now. But anyway, there was some thing that I was going towards with this, but I can't remember. I did want to go over something with you guys.
It's called a Chaz.
Chaz. It's a Travis.
Travis Steve.
There was something I posted on earlier this week, and I'm here to tell you I don't know a whole lot of the background of the footage, but it is, if you look on the Paranormal Portal radio page on Facebook, there's some footage that somebody captured with a telescope and a camera, and it's
that was awesome.
It's about the most profound moon shots I've seen in like forever.
You're right.
Let me pull it up, and we're gonna put that on screen so you guys can see it. But it is just absolutely amazing. Let me see. Oh, it's from YouTube. Okay, let me pull this up then. I'm gonna have to mute it here because let me mute that, and I'm gonna pause it, and we're gonna move it over to the big screen.
Is friggin' awesome.
I don't really have permission to show this, and I'm sorry. but I can't ignore this. This is so incredible. This is so incredible. This footage is amazing, and it's coming from. It looks like it's coming from a person named Matt McHugh, Mick Hugh. So MCHUGH. It's his channel. MAT.
MC Hugh.
MC Hugh. Yeah, HUGH, and he spells Matt with one T. And I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I assume this must be his video. Jesus. Somebody, it's CGI. Are you serious? But apparently this comes from a telescope. Now, I have in the past seen other footage like this.
Yeah, except
it was,
that was coming from like the 11 o'clock position.
Right. But I mean, there's a few people that with telescopes have taken some pretty spectacular pictures of things moving across the surface of the moon that are not. They're not objects. Now I can't make any claims about this footage. I don't know a lot about it. It's amateur footage out of Quebec, and it was captured on March 26th of this year, and it's a picture of the moon. But we'll go over it here. Let me blow it up so it's pretty big.
Hit it.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put it on the big screen. Again, this is only being shared in the spirit of, bringing you something I think is incredibly profound. Could be incredibly profound. Could it be faked? Yeah, it could. And I can't make any warranties about it. But on first blush, just from what I know, which is nothing at all really about the footage, it looks pretty convincing. And it matches what other footage that I've seen years ago of similar kind of shots that captured similar kind of objects. So you be the judge, but here's the footage. And again, it's from March 26th of this year from Matt McHugh channel, MATMCHUGH. And, I think this qualifies as fair use because we're not going to use the audio. We're just going to use a bit of the video, but it's to talk about this event because it would seem to suggest there's a hell of a lot going on around us, as many of us have already believed for a long time. But here's the footage for your viewing pleasure. And I've got it muted. But what you want to do is watch the horizon line. You're going to see some white dots appear. Now, those white dots are going to move, but they also cast shadows onto the surface of the moon as they're moving past. Here they are down here. I probably should quit moving the mouse so that this appears, but you can see them right down here. Do you see those shadows being cast by these objects as they're moving across the surface of the moon? And then they blink out. So if it was a fake, it wouldn't be a hard fake even but then if somebody was going to fake it, you'd think they would put more into it than this. So here's a more close-up version of it. Watch it as it moves over the surface, casts realistic shadows that seem to stretch and would be appropriate for the perspective of the light shining on them. I think it's absolutely extraordinary. Let's watch that again. So one more time, we're going to go over this. But this is not the first of this kind of video. Other people have captured it. In fact, Crow777, who was a guest on our show and also had a show on the same network, tfrlive.com, he captured footage like this many times. And, I don't know him real well, but I've known that he has footage like this. And to me, it's just absolutely amazing. So it seems as if there's a lot going on over there on the moon. Could there be bases up there? Could there be civilizations in there? Is the moon hollow? There's theories that suggest there are alien bases inside of the moon or in craters or whatever, but that's the footage, and I find it absolutely very plausible that this is real. Now, I say that, with the understanding that some people don't think UFOs are all plausible, but having witnessed UFOs myself, I can tell you that I think it's plausible because, I've seen it. And that footage is very believable. Again, it could be faked. I'm not saying it's definitely not. I'm not saying it's 100% legitimate.
Right.
But it's very convincing to me. You be the judge what you think. I just think that that's the most exciting footage I've seen in a long time. There's so many very believable fakes out there. And there's so many very talented people creating fakes out there that are very believable. So take it or leave it, but if I was going to make a fake, I would put more into it than just making some ambiguous white blobs going over the surface of a planet.
Sure.
Or of the moon, rather, So, again, be the judge. I'm going to look at the chat and see what you guys are saying about it.
Duke says they're flying chiclets.
They're flying Tic Tacs. No, they're so big, though. If you look at it, their scale to the surface of the moon,
They're pretty big, yeah.
those would be enormous. Those would be absolutely enormous craft, to the tune of probably something like Independence Day. Literally, because if they're that visible at that range, showing that much of the curvature of the moon,
Right.
that's a pretty sizable craft.
Titan says it's Exxon. They're drilling up there. Gary Lynn said to be millions of beings, humans and not living up there. Yeah, that's and also you didn't say, is the moon actually a space station in and of itself?
Yeah.
Which is another theory, of course. A. Bauman said Solar Warden, which is one of the alleged, just saying it, alleged, like part of the breakaway civilization kind of idea, or
right,
Solar
right.
Warden, the space
Program.
yeah, space, part of the space program, secret space program. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, there's definitely opinion on that. Let's see. Think of the size, but also the speed and distance covered at that size as well. Yeah, that would have to be
Yes.
huge and moving quickly.
Right. Yeah, and that's absolutely spectacular. So again, I'm not trying to tell you it's real. I'm not trying to tell you it's not, but I think it deserves at least a look,
Yeah.
a serious look, because whatever's going on there now, I honestly wish I had the kind of equipment to do that
Yeah.
and to film that kind of stuff, because I think if you kept cameras pointed up at the moon and could keep it tracked and in frame and focused, you could
might see a
probably
lot of
catch.
stuff.
Yeah, you might see a bunch of stuff up there. I think there's a lot of stuff going on around our planet and in our planet, and it certainly is on the surface. So, again, you be the judge, but I just
Cha
want
Cha says it's real. Just flat out, it's real.
well, there you go. It's real. I think it's very possible. I don't usually certify things to even to that degree very often. Now we could turn around tomorrow and people are like, yeah, that was just us. This is how we did it. Okay,
Right.
and it's it's kind of one of the liabilities of the field is
Right.
that anytime you put any kind of emphasis on anything being real, there's a strong possibility you're going to be made to look like a fool. But
Right.
if nothing's real, then what's the use of doing this?
Right.
If everything is just fake, what are we doing here? So
Well, but then you'd have to agree with Duke at this point and say the moon's flat.
no, I wouldn't. I would never believe that. I'm not in that camp. But obviously they were going around the moon.
Yes.
So there was a dimension to it that it seemed to include depth.
No, they were just on the back side of the piece of paper, and they had to come around it. So there's a.
And I'm not trying to talk against any people that believe in flat Earth. If you believe that, that's fine. I don't really have a horse in the game,
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I have the same problems I have whether it's round or flat. But I
Yeah, it
don't.
just
I don't
doesn't
personally believe it.
It doesn't make any difference to
But
me.
either way, it's I'm still gonna be in the same situation if it's flat or if it's round. So you are correct with the complaints, comments, seeds. Oh, I don't know what that means. All right,
Cha Cha says it's made out of provolone.
provolone.
I was thinking more Swiss.
I wasn't even thinking that, but there is the old legend of the moon being made from cheese. All right, we got a bunch of more stuff to go through. I just wanted to bring that to you guys first and foremost. We do have an EVP that was sent in by our very own MCATs. Here's the situation now. MCAT joined us up in Coloma as well. We had a great chance to meet him and hang out with MCAT a bit. I would have loved to have had more time hanging out with MCAT, but it's just we were constantly moving and everybody's doing their things, so we didn't have as much time to hang out as I would have liked. But I just loved the guy. I enjoyed investigating with him when we were able to.
That was fun.
And he has been at this for a long time as far as paranormal investigating, ladies and gentlemen.
He was our professional this time.
Yeah, he was the guy. He was our guy this time around that really, had the equipment, had the techniques, and was really dialed into it. But and he also came with the toys.
Yeah, he brought
The toys, and he has some great ones. But he's been noticing there's something hanging around him, and it doesn't have necessarily any correlation to Coloma at all. But he is a paranormal investigator as well, and has been doing so for many number of years. So he's emailed me, and I'll read it. I don't see him in the chat. Do you?
No, I haven't seen.
MCAT yet. But let's get into this a little bit. He said, I have someone poking around in the last few days. Last night, I saw someone standing in the hallway of the apartment. So I closed the bedroom door, grabbed the shotgun, and had the missus call the police. They came in and searched the place and found nothing. I set up a recording just before that happened, and here's an EVP, female, and I think it says whatever.
Wow.
So I've got that queued up here, ladies and gentlemen. It should play. Hopefully it'll play, but it should. Let me get the right thing. And this is audio only, so there's nothing to show you. So if you've got headphones, pop them in, and we'll listen to this a few times and see what you guys think. So this is a possible EVP. I have listened to this before, obviously, and I think he caught something pretty profound here. But let's have a listen. Again, we believe it says whatever. I agree with him. It seems to have that same cadence and almost in like whatever. But have a listen. See what you think. Okay, let's try it again. What? All right, I gotta reopen it. Apparently, it's gonna be a pistol.
I'm sorry, I've lost the driver.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's not it, but I gotta go dig it up again. I must have moved it after I played it. You can tell this is a live show. Let's see. I think this is the one. Okay. Yep.
Oh, shout out to Diane Fowler.
Hi, Diane.
She bought a Paranormal Portal banner mask.
Yay.
It looks wonderful on her.
Looks awesome. She's got the best looking mask in all of Maskhood. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, it'd look better, or what would really help that look, Don? A portal hoodie.
A portal hoodie.
Or
there is a matching T-shirt for it.
Yeah, a matching T-shirt.
And the 100% Paranormal has a matching T-shirt as well. So
awesome. All right, so here you go. This is the EVP, and we'll listen to it now as soon as it opens up. Did you hear that?
yeah.
So that's an aquarium in the same area.
Well, I thought. Well, it sounded like.
Like running water or something?
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was in the bathtub and.
No, it's an aquarium apparently that's right next to that. But you hear it, it's kind of underneath that noise, and it's like, whatever. like that. And so it's kind of funny. It's just like, oh, he's recording, whatever. So let's play it again. Yeah, it's just like, whatever. Or something to that effect. Now, what I'm hearing, pretty much the same thing he's hearing, and that's just by, because it's got the same kind of syllable count. I mean, it could be a different word, but it sounds like it's saying, whatever, like that. One more time.
One more time.
That's some good DJing there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a nice.
I did some click looping. But yeah, that's a very cool one. I don't know. It's
Titan says it's a teenage ghost. Whatever. Whatever.
Clean your room. Whatever. Yeah.
Did you brush your teeth? Whatever.
It could be that. But I thought that was really cool. Thank you, MCAT, for sending that in. I really appreciate it. That's always awesome.
Yeah, Gary said he heard a moan, and Cashew said the same thing. And
Yeah,
you know, I thought when I first heard it, I was like, that sounded like a moan. So,
Okay, well, let's listen to it again with that little bit of input. Huh. It could be. I mean, it could be. It seems to have the, you know, like an up, down.
right.
Kind of what you would expect for a whatever, you know, like, whatever, you know.
Sounds
But-
like it should go right along with "Call My Name."
He was listening to Feline. He's listening to Feline. That's what it was, MCAT. We've solved it.
Yep.
It was
It was a ghost singing along with Feline. Yep.
Yep.
That was it.
It was mimicking the moans in Feline. Yeah, and it could just be a moan. You're right, guys. I mean, that's certainly a possibility, but it's there. I mean, there's definitely it's definitely has a voice quality to it.
Right. Annie M says they found Dory in the fish tank.
Yeah.
Swimming,
What am I doing here?
swimming.
Yeah, Dory. I wonder if they found Nemo or Nemo.
I
Nemo,
was
not
wondering-
emo.
I was wondering if you said emo the first time. I'm
I
like,
did.
They
Yeah.
could probably just walk down the road in any major street and see emo.
Yeah, there's that.
Hey, look, I found it.
Yep. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of multimedia fun for you on tonight's show. I thought that stuff was cool. I love it when you guys submit things like that, or just your stories too. We've got some stories, but I'm gonna save those for Friday night. Some more stories were submitted,
Oh, excellent.
and so I'll read those on Friday night. But yeah, it's really cool. Sounds like a moan. Yeah, Ethan says. So, and it very well could be emo Nemo. YTFB Chris says emo Nebo. That's funny. Very cool. All right, so let's get to some more paranormal fun here.
Slightly.
I wanted to read a couple of these because some of these sound really cool. Not that one. This one just really bothers me. I think, yeah, I just saw the headline. I haven't read the actual article, but of all the things that would probably
God, yeah.
terrify the hell out of you,
Yep.
I think this one might be one of the worst.
I would take the cake.
All right, so this is coming from unexplained-mysteries.com, ladies and gentlemen. It was posted on the 25th of August, which is yesterday. And it says, dead woman is found alive in a body bag. Oh, God, that would be horrible. Could you imagine? Oh, my God. You know, when I was a kid, I think I don't know how in the hell I saw this. And I think it was one of those things where I was up really late or I woke up really late, just couldn't sleep or was not feeling well or something. And so I turned on the TV and I think I saw what it was, this like Vincent Price, the Wax Museum movie.
Oh.
And where people were just like encased in this wax and how horrible that was. And when I hear of things like that, and it traumatized me as a kid, It was terrible. I was not prepared for that. And when I hear things like this, like if you came alive and you're in a body bag,
Yeah.
wouldn't you just, I mean, literally poop yourself? Be like, you know, I don't know what the situation is here, but I guess we could just read it and find out. But it says the terrifying scenario became a reality for one young woman who recently died in her home in Detroit. According to the Southfield Fire Department, a medical team was called to a residence in suburban Detroit on Sunday after 20-year-old Tamisha Beauchamp, I don't know how you pronounce that, was found unresponsive.
Beauchamp.
Beauchamp? Okay. Despite their best efforts to revive her, she was ultimately pronounced dead by an emergency room doctor based upon the medical information provided. Things would take a rather surprising turn, however, when 1 hour later, staff at the James H. Cole Funeral Home discovered that she had opened her eyes mere moments before being embalmed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Wow. How horribly wrong is that?
Oh my gosh.
They were like rushing to the finish line on this one. Holy God. So she like did no.
Oh, she's dead. Just throw her in the furnace. We're okay.
Bring out your dead.
Bring out your dead.
Oh my God.
Oh,
She was going to be embalmed. Like moments away from being embalmed.
Forever young.
It's great for the skin.
Look, she still looks fresh.
Look at the glow. Oh my God. No, that's so.
Gnome Squatch says they better start using the mirror under the nose technique again.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Like just plug her into something to be sure.
Yes. Hey, you got a wall socket over there? You just plug his finger in there, would you?
Just like, I mean, just put a like a
There's
little.
an EKG machine on.
Yeah,
to make
put
sure-
some pads on just to make sure nothing's cooking in there. I mean, they just couldn't be bothered. It's like, get her out.
Time of death is right now. Get out of here. Let's go have lunch.
It's unbelievable.
Call the mortician.
So things, she opened her eyes mere moments before being embalmed, a process that would have involved draining her entire body of blood. Oh, God, that just gives me the Lulus.
And yet we go right back to the beginning.
A closer examination revealed that she was in fact breathing and very much alive. They would have begun draining the blood, to be very, very frank about it, said Jeffrey Feiger, the family's attorney. They were about to embalm her, which is most frightening had she not had her eyes opened. You know, that's the thing. They would have just, I mean, if she hadn't opened her eyes, they would have just started doing it.
Yeah, Gary says, imagine if she woke up as they started.
God, because I'm sure they tap
Crazy.
arteries on that deal.
Oh, yeah.
To get it out. Let's go. They don't just.
Quick, let's do the brakes.
Yeah.
Get the pump in there.
I think I got air. Wow.
Pinch her nose closed. She'll be okay.
The woman is now understood to be in critical condition at the Detroit Medical Center.
You think?
My heart is so heavy. Someone pronounced my child dead, and she's not even dead, said her mother. I don't think that's the way she should be looking at it, though. I think she should be looking at it like my child is alive. Hallelujah. Not like, hey, I can get paid. Not that I'm sure that that's what's going on, but yeah, it's freaky. You'd think they would have wanted to make sure. An investigation is now underway to determine how such a grievous error could have happened. Wow, dude. She was going to be done. That was it. I mean, they hooked up the shop vac and everything. They were going to town. Wow, that just freaks me out. Oh.
Mom Squatch says, what'd they say? Welcome back?
They said, no, can you sign this waiver, please? Just sign this waiver.
Doesn't matter what it says.
Just,
Don't
worry.
read the legalese.
It's just small print. Come on. Formality.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow is right. So this woman was just like literally almost forcibly drained of her blood. I'm sure they pump it out too with that deal, Paranormal Portal read my last comment and Google that. Fascinating and scary.
Read my last.
Yeah, read. I got it after I said it. Your last comment was actually scary. I know that one. I shouldn't have to Google it. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're talking about the one above
Oh,
that.
yeah.
This happens a lot, apparently. Videos on this stuff from the UK. Woman woke up in the morgue fridge, hoping someone else would die so someone would come in and she could get to their attention.
Oh, yeah. We know it happens a lot. It does. It happens a lot.
That's so scary. Wow. Yeah, that just really is disturbing.
Yeah, it's wonderful that she wasn't embalmed and everything. I mean, let's not lose sight of the fact that thankfully she's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
She wasn't exsanguinated. Love that word. But I mean, it's just the crazy
it's so
thing.
Weird
about
when you spit out words like that. I'm just not prepared for it.
It's like he doesn't think I'm like partially intelligent or something.
No, I think you are, but it's just I mean, you don't shoot out words like that very often. So when they come, it's like, wow.
Well, I'm
he
a
said
50
a lot of
cent kind
syllables.
of guy. Exsanguinated.
And that's I mean, you're right. That's a good way to look at it. It's the point is that she is fine. That's
Right.
the celebration.
Right.
But you imagine? I mean, I would have nightmares for the rest of my life.
Right.
Of being in a body bag and I wonder how aware she was of what was going on.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So I mean, God,
You know, I mean, I have to admit one of my greatest fears is I want to be cremated. You know, just put me in put me in a little box. You know, sit me on a shelf. You know, go through my ashes, whatever. I don't care. But you know, I mean, that way I'm not just laying rotting in the ground and haunting a forest or something. You know?
Sure. Uh-huh.
And but you know, I mean, so burn my body. You know, put me on a Viking longboat and shoot flaming arrows at me. I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is I don't want to wake up in the furnace.
Yeah, that would
suck.
Yeah, I mean, God, I don't know. How would you deal with that?
Not very well,
and and probably, thankfully, not very long, because I'm sure you'd only be.
Burning to death is not the way I actually want to die.
No, but I think that those things are like they're like blast furnaces. Those crematoriums.
I think it's like 15 minutes per 100 pounds or something like that.
Oh man, they'd be roasting me for a while. Well, that would be terrible. I don't know how
Yeah. So yeah,
I guess that is everybody's nightmare, right? I mean, you go back into old Victorian age, right. They buried people with bell strings just in case. It's like they might wake up.
Shift,
yeah, and that was the deal.
Dead ringers.
They had to staff the graveyards to listen for the bells just in case, and they had to hurry and go dig them up. Oh God, what a horrible deal!
Can they come up with a pre-planting scenario? Before we plant them, we're going to leave them there for like 2 nights, and we'll find out. Then we'll put the
leave them up here for a week under close observation.
Put them on. No, you can dig the hole and put them in the bottom of the hole. Just don't cover it up for a couple days.
Well, remember that one that we got out of Indonesia? That video that and there was like there was a casket with a freaking window. And you can see something looks like something the guy moved. Waving.
Yeah, something. That's right.
And it's like, oh my God! And nobody else seemed to notice it, except that it shows up on film.
Right.
And you got to wonder. I don't know that much about how things are done there. Maybe death is or being dead is more of a state of mind. I don't know. Like, yeah.
In that case, there's a whole bunch of people who are dead in the state of in the United States.
Maybe it doesn't have so much to do with the pulse as it does their contribution to society. I don't know. Yeah, he's dead. Let's bury him. Let's get this one gone. But yeah, that is horrible, horrible, horrible. That is really scary. I don't know.
Well, I mean, and you don't have to like bury them or embalm them or inflame them. In the first, here's another word for you. It went right on my head. Burn in effigy.
Right.
You don't have to like jump right to that. You can leave them lay for 3 days.
Well, even what is also really spooky is that even people that
dead.
So there was one kid, and he was supposed to be an organ donor,
mm-hmm.
and they had him all hooked up and stuff, and said, nope, he's brain dead. There's not coming back. He's not coming back. We need to harvest these organs. And the family had to actually really keep them away from the child for a period of time. And he was declared brain dead. He was declared done. And they were convinced he would not be back, and they wanted to harvest the organs as quickly as possible. He was on life support. But they said, no, he's not coming back. And the family's like, no, I have this feeling you can't do it yet. And so they had this back and forth. And on the last day before they were going to harvest the organs, the kid did wake up.
Wow.
He did wake up. He made a full recovery. But he was declared brain dead. So, and that's another scary thing. It's like, and I don't mean to try to scare away people from being organ donors. I think that's
just not in China.
I don't think you get a choice there, do you?
Well, the reason I said that is Duke said in China, organ donors are called dissidents.
Oh, yeah. That's true. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's like, either you laugh or you cry. And so I'm laughing. But yeah, that's creepy. But this kid was actually declared brain dead.
Right.
And that's kind of the ultimate test of survivability. And it's considered, if you're brain dead, that's it. You're done. That's done. Except they just have to unplug you or whatever. And they said he would never wake up. And sure enough, he woke up and made a full recovery. So I don't know. Very strange. But thank God. I can't imagine, because I'm sure when they're, harvesting organs, they don't.
No, they're not. There's no anesthesia there.
Yeah, they're not worried about your comfort.
Put under.
Yeah.
Ari doesn't feel like, ah!
Yeah.
You don't feel anything.
Yeah, so really creepy. Ugh, that kind
Well,
of stuff.
hi Alex, how are you? Nice to catch you. For you to
Alex
catch us
Bonham.
live, we appreciate that.
First live I've ever seen
Wow.
at the portal. Well, it took you long enough, brother, but I'm glad you're here. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy the live one as much as you've enjoyed all our other videos, which I'm assuming you have, because you've been around for a long time. Alex has been part of our crew for a while,
Wow.
but it's good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. So that's creepy. Not Alex, the woman waking up as she was about to be embalmed.
Scary stuff. Yeah, definitely that.
I just wanted to qualify that quick. Everybody, I think most of us heard about the big meteor or rock or whatever the hell it was. It was called Oumuamua.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess they found out it's not a hydrogen iceberg at all. Now, didn't that thing make some weird turns or something in space?
Yeah, I think it did. It did some like north to south turns.
Yeah, like it actually seemed to be navigating its way
Yeah.
through. And there was a lot of speculation. Could it be an alien craft? And
Boy, have I got a book for you to read.
do you?
Well, but never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. But
Oh, and you know what? Real quick shout out to Real Deal. Apparently, she had to put down one of her friends,
oh,
and just recently, I feel you there. March 6th, as a matter of fact, the day we left for Missoula, March 6th, I put down my best friend, and then went to Missoula. It kind of sucked, but a friend of mine, she came in and she did this big portrait. She painted this portrait of a picture we had of him. It's hanging right next to my wall. So,
that's
yeah.
sweet. Well, yeah, that's hard. I think the pets. If you're a pet lover, you know that these are as much a part of your family as any of the other people in your family are. They are just a part of us, and I've lost many pets through the years. And it's tough. It's really double tough. But so I'm sorry to hear that. My heart goes out to you and yours, and I hope that you come to a good place with it. If you're not there yet, but everything for a reason, right? Is so they say.
True
But,
enough. Yeah.
but getting back to Oumuamua, it did some weird stuff on the way through, and I never really was quite clear what was observed that made people believe it was perhaps a craft. But it moved through the galaxy or our solar system here, and moved on through. There's been a lot of speculation about what it was. I hadn't heard that they thought it was a hydrogen iceberg, but let's read the article and see what they've just found out as of. Oh, well, this was published on August 20th
Oh,
of
it's
this
just a
year.
couple days ago.
Yeah, so one of the foremost explanations for nature and origin of the interstellar visitor has been cast into doubt. The 400-meter-long object, which flew past our planet back in October 2017, became the focus of much debate and intrigue after it was determined that it had come from a distant solar system. Unsurprisingly, also led to a great deal of speculation over whether it was a naturally occurring object or some sort of extraterrestrial vehicle. An idea that even prompted SETI to conduct a concerted effort to listen out for any evidence of artificial signals emanating from it. Since then, scientists have proposed that Oumuamua may in fact have been a hydrogen iceberg, an explanation that could account for its strange cigar-like shape and its apparent non-gravitational acceleration by way of jets of hydrogen gas acting as a form of self-propulsion. Now, however, a new paper by scientists at Harvard University and the Korea Astronomy and Space Science Institute has cast its theory into doubt by suggesting that Oumuamua had been if Oumuamua had been a hydrogen iceberg, it would have never been able to survive the trip through deep space. We were suspicious that hydrogen icebergs could survive the journey, which is likely to take hundreds of millions of years because they just evaporate too quickly. And as to whether they could form into molecular clouds, said study co-author Professor Avi Loeb. On top of this, an iceberg of this kind could not have been created through conventional processes. An accepted route to form a kilometer-sized object is first from grains of micron size, then such grains grow by sticky collisions, said study lead author Thiem Hoang of KASI, the Korean Institute. However, in regions of high gas density, collisional heating by gas collisions can rapidly sublimate the hydrogen mantle of the grains, preventing them from growing further. So if it's not a hydrogen iceberg, what exactly is Oumuamua, and how long is it being and how is it being propelled? The search for answers continues. That's really interesting. So it can't be a hydrogen iceberg, but so that was some of the speculation, is that they noticed it wasn't slowing and accelerating. It was keeping a pretty steady rate, is what it sounds like. So it was being propelled somehow.
Right, right.
So maybe it was indeed some kind of extraterrestrial craft.
Yeah. Somebody a minute ago asked if it was if that was the Black Knight. No, the Black Knight is something different. As a matter of fact, they think there's speculation that there used to be actually two of those. The Black Knight, of course, has been hypothesized to have been in our near Earth orbit for like 20,000 years, if not longer.
Yeah.
And supposedly it's the one that Nikola Tesla was receiving
Signals.
Telepathic contact. So that, and supposedly, like I said, there was supposed to be two of them originally. They think something happened to the other one. There's another theory about that.
Oh, okay.
NASA says that it's just actually a thermal blanket that came off one of the previous, space launches of some
sure.
type. But actually, I saw a new video, look at it from. As a matter of fact, I think it was taken from the ISS.
Oh.
And so it was much closer, and it's an interesting video. Check it out. So Black Knight. Yeah, Duke. It's the polar orbit. Yeah.
It's in a polar orbit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So there, there's speculation that there was actually two of them. One was destroyed somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really interesting story.
Let me see if I can get an image of the Black Knight. For those that are wondering, what the hell is that? Okay, let me do this. I'll put it on screen so you guys can see an image that was captured by NASA. I think NASA captures image of Black Knight satellite near space shuttle. And here it is. I don't know. That is weird.
It doesn't look necessarily natural. I mean, there's too many angles on it.
Right, and this comes from newsbreak.com. An alleged Black Knight satellite was spotted in a NASA photo. A UFO expert believes the object is an alien vessel. A UFO expert claimed that the space shuttle mission launched by NASA captured an image of a Black Knight satellite hovering over Earth. The expert said the strange vessel may have been deployed from a mysterious world commonly referred to as Planet X.
That's an interesting idea.
Huh.
That's an interesting idea. Yeah, what if it came through with the original Nibiru Planet X, and when it hit Tiamat, it left this satellite or these satellites behind, because it's saying it's saying a Black Knight satellite.
Yeah.
So they're leaving that open for interpretation that there be possibly another one. Now, so if Tiamat, or if Planet X or Nibiru collided with Tiamat, creating the separate Earth and Moon, and left behind a Black Knight satellite or two Black Knight satellites.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting.
Is it back? Are you hearing us now? I might have to fix that one scene. Let me see.
Hello.
Hello, are you hearing us?
Is there anybody?
Out there.
Ah, see? Yeah, good.
Yeah. Hey, you're talking about the Floyd brother. I can't miss it.
Okay, we're back now. Okay, so there is somebody.
Let me
Out
go
there.
back to that scene for a second. Just hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I have to fix that. Really?
Mic check. Now I see. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Can you
now
hear me
we're all here.
Can you hear me now?
I can see it bouncing. The meter. The
Nodding.
meter on that page.
Bomber is nodding. Okay.
She's nodding, but we can't see her nod.
She's nodding.
Oh, hey.
It's all in the inflection, you see.
She's so nodding.
All right, so great. But yeah, so
So that's Black Knight. Yeah. I guess there's lots of things we don't know what's going out there.
you know that means that they missed everything I said about the Black Knight and the Tiamat and Nibiru and
No, because I only switched over there for less than a minute. I think. Did you guys hear about Nibiru and Tiamat and Don? Don was flexing his
hypothesizing.
he was flexing his an Anunnaki. Don was flexing Anunnaki on you guys. Did you hear it?
Wow. Okay, so anyhow.
All right. Well, I think that's cool though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the Black Knight satellites. There's a lot about this stuff that I don't know. I guess if there was any one area of the paranormal that my information is the weakest.
Thanks, Cashew.
What?
Cashew says that was probably Don's best material. We didn't hear it. Gosh.
Don just like, just a uppercut right to the beard, right to the long beard. Nah, it was good. Basically, put it in a nutshell.
Basically, put it in a nutshell. So what I was saying was, they were talking about, so the hypothesis that the Black Knight has been up there for 20,000 or more years, supposedly in telepathic contact with Nikola Tesla, and how this references an alleged Black Knight satellite, meaning there could have been another one.
Right.
Also, what else did I say? Oh, the theory about, okay, so what if it, and they said something about deployed from the mysterious world commonly referred to as Planet X or Nibiru. So what if when Nibiru collided with Tiamat, forming the Earth and the Moon respectively, left behind one or more of these Black Knight satellites? And there's a hypothesis for you. There you go.
Yeah, what if there's a bunch of them?
Yeah, what if?
You'd think we would know now as much, because there's been
with all the crap that we've sent out there and left floating around.
Well, right, but I mean, we've had the space station, now the International Space Station, and there was Skylab before that. So we've had stuff circling for a long time. You'd think they would have that largely mapped out. What was up there? What we know and what we don't know.
They actually have a radar that tracks all the garbage that we've thrown out there in space.
Yeah.
They track all of it. So if there was something they didn't know about, they'd know about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, Farm says the sound's different. Yeah, I had to actualize,
Had to actualize it?
Actualize an extra one. Let me do this. Is the sound more normal now, Farm? Let me know. So basically in that other scene, I had what happened when was the updates that happened recently reactivated an old sound profile on my production software, and it shouldn't have, but it's now active. And so I thought I went through all the scenes and cleaned it out, but I realized now on that one, since you guys said, hey, we lost sound, that was one that I'd missed. So what I did is I reactivated an older one, and when I went back to the other scenes now, both of those were activated. So maybe you're hearing kind of an echo or a different sound type. So let me know if the sound is.
Farm says, yeah, it's a little better. Still sounds kind of like a larger room space.
Well, it shouldn't now. There's only one feed providing sound. Before it was doubling, and that's what I disabled one of them. It was doppling or echoing or whatever.
Thank you, Doppling.
You're welcome, sexy.
Paisley, are you going to call in?
Oh, really?
Paisley, are you going to call in?
Is she supposed to call in?
720-923-0500, but you should already know this, of course.
And it's right above our head up here.
Your head.
Our head, because we're like a two-headed machine. We're a two-headed portal machine.
Oh, boy. Wow.
I don't know. Well, you help me keep
It's
an eye
not
on.
Don's fault. Don doesn't drive this ship. Not at all.
Oh, you have. You've
Yeah,
driven.
I've driven.
You've driven the
And it
portal.
was a pretty damn good show too. A couple times actually. Go back and listen to. Did you? I don't know if you changed the name, but in the TFR it's called "Oh Captain, My Captain." Brent was sick that night.
Oh, was that when I was? Was that
You
the
had-
Revenge
you
of Burger King?
He had Burger King. Never eat the Burger King chicken parmesan.
No, it was the classical chicken.
Oh, it was the classic
chicken sandwich. Yeah, and apparently mine was a lot more classic than I intended.
it was classic from the Elizabethan era.
Yeah, it was when it was just Burger Prince.
Burger. Hey, you little boy.
Yeah. How about we make you a king? But yeah, I got really sick one time, and Don had to man the SS.
Well, thank
portal.
you.
And he actually brought Paisley on some of those.
Yeah, there was a couple. Yeah, there was a couple.
When I was
you
back
were
in Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah.
You and Paisley took the helm and drove the SS
Burger
portal.
popper.
Yeah.
Thank
It was
you,
Burger
Annie.
Surf. I got a promotion on Burger King.
I'm no longer oppressed. I have a cushion to sit on.
Oh, I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for kings.
You don't vote for kings.
Oh, well, let's just
Wow.
glide right into some Python. But yeah, we've got a lot more to go. You know what? I think we'll take a breather.
Yeah, because it's 8:11 and Cha-Cha's got her thing to do.
Huh?
8:11 every night Cha-Cha does her.
Oh, well, that's right.
We got to give her a moment.
The legend of
Legend of
Cha-Cha and her
Cha-Cha.
thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, so don't go away. Literally, will just be a couple minutes, so don't drift off. You're not allowed. We are not dismissed.
You are not dismissed.
You are not dismissed. We'll be right back. Don't go away, because it would hurt Don's feelings terribly, and mine too.
Twice.
All right, we'll be right back.
Another fucking night.
Just make sure that you're well. Well, that's strange.
I agree with Pharmacy.
What'd Farm say?
Pharmacy says it's not two streams, it's your perception.
Yeah, we're going all Inception up in here. It's an audio Inception.
Oh, jeez.
I wonder why that sounded like that. I don't know. I still got work to do. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, my work's not done, but we are back and back at it. Did you have a good time? We had fun here.
Were you amused?
Are you not entertained? All right, so I've got more stuff to go through here.
Okay, did you want to?
Did I want to? I want you to go through that thing. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But let me.
Let's see if I can get a.
Where do I pull it up? Is it on your page?
Yeah, it's on my page. So.
All right, hold on.
I'm seeing if I can find.
All right, let me just get to it. We got something else to go over to.
Yeah, so there was this video that came out recently that I saw recently, I should say. It was either last night or this morning, something like that, and I shared it. And it was supposedly some paranormal poltergeisty type of interaction. Wow.
Ooh.
I've never actually heard it, so I don't know what it actually sounds like, but that's the one.
That is the one.
And so so I reposted it. I was like, I don't know, my comment on it was, I don't know. So so I was watching this video, and this is a great video. I really like it, but I have some real serious doubts about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, hi.
Seriously. Wow. Someone needs love.
So were you going to go ahead and put that on?
I was, but I'm going to have to open up the other mic line here and put it on screen. Okay. We should be. Yeah.
Okay. So this video, this gal's standing at the kitchen sink, and she's doing some, looks like she's prepping some food or something. Mm-hmm. And then on the island behind her, some stuff starts happening. Like I don't know if they're lemons or oranges or whatnot on.
Do you want me to just push play?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And so one pops out and rolls off the table.
Yep.
And then she turns around and looks at it, turns back around, and and they have some captions in here. So this is interesting. I really do like this. And then the bottle falls over, bloop, just like that. And then she turns around and looks, oh, what the hell? And then she goes to grab the bottle, and whoosh, away it goes. Weird, huh? Really weird. So, I'm really liking this video. So she's like, okay, I guess I'm going to go ahead and keep making my food or doing whatever I'm doing here. So she puts an earbud in, right? Okay, first of all, now she can't hear. Okay?
It's like out of sight, out of mind, out of sound, out of mind.
Cue the paper towels. I really like this video. This is a really cool video. And then, anyhow. But, to get through it a little faster, this paper towel unrolls, and she's like, okay. Then she picks it up and puts it down, and then, other things start happening. Have you seen this video? I mean, I posted it on my Facebook. I shared it on my Facebook. And it's really cool. And then, she has a couple other things. I think the book does something, and she gets cold, and she puts on a jacket. And when she puts on the jacket, she comes back over to the sink, and there's...
See that?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah. But that's because her thing was on it. I think she knocked that down.
Okay.
So that piece of paper. So, and then she gets back over here, and then I can't believe it. It seems to be what I would say is a full body apparition.
Well, there's chandelier as well.
Oh, the chandelier. That's right.
Yep,
I forgot
yep.
about that one.
Look at that.
There it is. Full body apparition. And so it seemed to have walked from the left at the end of the island around to the sink, right? So then she, plays with the chandelier, the book. Oh, there goes the book.
Yeah, the book cover was opening.
Yeah. And so, and just there's just a lot going on. And she'll turn back around, and I think the next thing that happens is the chair on the left side.
The old
No,
man.
no. Oh, yep, there.
Yep.
Now the chair. It's like he goes and moves the chair.
Uh-huh.
Watch. Yeah. Now watch. Keep watching. And, oh, the book again. Come on. Chandelier. The chair hasn't moved yet. Come on, chair. Not my chair, that chair.
Your chair squeaks.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what are you talking about?
And she still had it.
There it goes.
There goes the chair.
There goes the chair. So we've seen the apparition twice. And she says, I felt like I was hallucinating.
Look at that.
And then all of a sudden, the third full body apparition. This is a really cool video. I really like this video.
Yeah?
However, there's only a few problems. First of all, the lemons. The lemon or lemon or orange, it just hops kind of out of the bowl and straight over the edge. And then when the bottle falls over and she goes to grab it, it goes the same way as the lemon.
Same direction.
Same direction. She goes, here, yeah, there it is. Boop, gone. Just right off there, right? Same direction as the lemon. Then the paper towel. Well, who in their right mind puts a roll of paper towel laying down on its side? Because, we know they roll. So most people would
That's why we call them a roll of towels.
set them standing up so they don't roll away, right?
Yeah.
So, I think a lot of this is, this is all staged.
Well, I think you're right. I think the Michael Jackson moonwalking apparition at the end was pretty funny.
Right, because the one walks around, it's like they walks around and she walks towards the island. It walks behind her around to that side right there in the corner.
Yeah.
And then it walks backwards through.
This part is like, where is it? I want to see it. When's he going to do the?
Yeah, right. It's almost there.
Yeah, there goes
There
the chair.
goes the chair.
Yeah.
Now it'll be the moonwalking apparition. And so he's going backwards. Now it's going backwards the same
It's
way
close to midnight.
Oh, Jesus.
Only see the shadows in the wall.
Don't get us a strike. So here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
In the original post, he says, let me get back to the original post here real quick.
I can probably pull it up here. Is this the guy?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
So it says, what did it say that there?
See more.
There. So it says, home security cam captures ghost. I didn't think it was this ghost could be real, but the video speaks for itself. Or does it? Just remember, don't believe everything you see. Like this parody video, which can look very real, because Adam and I made it. But for some reason, even me saying this, people will still see it as legit. It's made. It was staged. It's all a piece of art. Unfortunate, but true. I loved the video. Then I read the description. But then I still posted it because I think it's a great video.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to go over that.
Well, I think it's important because, it's the activity in and of itself is kind of over the top.
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
The apparition, it's not terrible, but it's not, I don't know, it doesn't look like to me, that was the biggest red flag.
It's a white hazmat suit. I used to wear them at the vitamin company.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But
Thanks, Seed.
we just wanted to put that out there so you guys could see that, it's a parody and it's not represented as real in truth. The guy that made it, he's on front about it. He's on front street about it.
Yeah.
He's just, I think he's just making a point. Just, there's a lot of people.
I think that's true, yeah. Seed says she's fake, her food's fake, and her video's fake. yeah, unfortunate, but true.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people, I've seen it reposted several times now through the day, and people are like, wow, this is a great video.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I don't know, it looks great to me. And as a matter of fact, our friend Altias, when I put, is this supposed to be a jump video? And I'm like, yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
it's not a jump video, but it's not real either. Because a jump video, it's one of those ones where you're sitting, you're watching the screen, and then all of a sudden this thing happens, right? And you
Right.
jump.
Right.
So no, it's not a jump video. It was a parody of a supposed poltergeist full body apparition video. It was really cool. I liked it, but it's a piece of art.
Well, it is. I don't even know if it's art. It was created. It was
She's
whatever.
a bottle blonde.
Yeah, this is a bottle blonde. No, but it's cool. I don't think it's, I can't blame people for wanting to believe or believing, because on most of the points it looks
want
okay.
to believe.
Well, there is that, but I mean on most of the points,
People without the information or a critical eye, will take it as what it is. It's a video of a ghost, but I mean, the dude says right in the comment, his header, he says, "I made it."
yeah.
People don't read.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We brought it to the main page, the forefront of your attention. So as you see that online, you can certainly correct people and just say, "Hey, the guy that made it says they made it."
No, the guy on the Paranormal Portal says the guy said he made it.
You could do it that way too. It's up to you. We welcome both versions, as long as the truth is out there, ladies
That
and
is
gentlemen.
true, yeah. As Folks Mulder said, the truth is out there.
The truth is out there. I want to believe. Let's see what we got here. I got some more stuff. There's a couple things that I gotta find, because I had them all lined up, and now they're not lined up. Oh, that's silly. We got time traveling Greta Thunberg.
What? Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that picture. You can fake pictures without even.
Well, no.
blinking
I'm
anymore.
sure it's a real old picture, but it's like, the funny thing is that people are into this whole time traveler thing. Well,
Yeah, true.
in we've all got doppelgangers, both in the time we're in and out of the time we're in.
Yeah. Maybe in the future too.
Again, I said
Maybe
it on
you are
another.
somebody's doppelganger.
I said it on another show that I think there's only so many faces possible. We all have, basically we have two eyes, one nose, a mouth, and
Some of us
hair.
have two mouths, and
Well,
they speak from each side.
But the point being is that there's only so
Yes.
many variations a face can have, and there's going to be repeats. With 7 or 8 billion people on the face of the earth, you can bet your face is flying around there maybe a couple or more times, because there's only so many combinations.
Right.
So here we have a claim that somebody's making about. Let me do this. I got to make sure. I don't know. Hold on. I got to make sure. Okay. I got to turn off certain things until I get this fixed, because otherwise people are going to hear echoing me. Here's an article from animalien.com. Time traveler ? Greta Thunberg, I don't know if it's Thunberg or Thunberg, found in a 120-year-old photo. And, yeah, I mean, let's see if we can get a better look at that. Is it bigger? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And yeah, it's similar, but she's kind of an ordinary-looking girl. I mean, she's not an unattractive girl. And she's not.
Ordinary is fine.
She's just got the
She's just
cute,
a
plain girl.
everyday girl.
Right, but so is this little
Yeah.
girl in this picture. Now, granted, they're a century or so apart, but oh my God, Cat, really?
Really?
Oh, he's just yelling.
Did he have an opinion or something?
No, he's got a stomach
you
that
have
thinks it
something
always
on it?
needs food.
Got something you want to say?
No, he's got.
Come up here and say it if you want to try. But
Yeah, but the point is that we can all find old pictures of somebody that looks like us, and there's nothing remarkable about the girl in the picture, and she's just kind of a plain little girl, and so the same is true for Greta. So why somebody is saying or making this claim, I don't know, and maybe they're not, but it says recently a photograph discovered that was taken 105 years before Greta they spell it Thunberg, T-U-N, here, so I guess it's Thunberg, was born. The photo shows a girl who happens to look uncannily like the young activist. The image, which dates from the 1890s, shows 3 children on a gold mine in the Dominion Creek, Yukon Territory. And this would not have seemed particularly remarkable if it were not for the fact that one of them is simply strikingly so similar to Thunberg. A YouTuber named Art Alien, who found the old photo, has a theory of why Greta Thunberg is so successful in spreading her global warming messages worldwide. He claims that Greta can be a time traveler moving from place to place to fix bad moments in history, and this would explain why a child in speaking or is speaking at the United Nations, and how she become world famous almost overnight. Due to her numerous prominent public appearances and her tireless efforts to raise awareness about global climate change, the 16-year-old Swede has been making headlines all over the world. So yeah, I mean, there is a similarity, but I don't know. It's living up in the Yukon on a gold mine. You're not going to have. You're probably going to braid your hair just so it doesn't tangle. You're not wearing makeup. Neither is Greta, and I mean, there's similarities, but I don't know. I just thought it was kind of wild, kind of funny. So there you go. There's apparently people believe Greta is time traveling as well as activism. I don't know how to say that, but being an activist in current times and time traveling on her spare time. Sorry, I had to wet my whistle. It was really my palate was getting stuck, Don.
Oh no!
It ain't easy being me.
Kind of like when you wake up and you're just like dry it out, your tongue is like.
Yep. Oh, this one's kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's something. Did we already go over this one? Maybe. I think we've done a few of these. They're being repeated. This is the one of the woman with the dogs. That one cracks me up.
That was a great one, though.
That is a great one. Maybe I should go over it again just because it's just.
Yeah, I think it's great.
It's such. I don't know if they're going to have the actual video linked here or not, but I'm going to look at it and see. I don't know. I got to make sure. Yeah, we've got.
No, do not. No, you're on my lap. Don't get on my computer.
Don't get on my nerves.
You're getting on my last noid.
I wonder if it's here. Yeah, it is here.
Good.
We're going to show this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is actually, I'm pretty convinced this is some excellent footage. It's been around a long time now, so it's not like it's brand new. It's not even, recent anymore. I mean, it still is recent, but, everybody's seen it to death. But
it's still an awesome video.
It is an awesome video, and it says, this has come from animalien.com again. And let me just do this. Yeah, we still got sound good. It's a strange black creature in the house got on video. The author of the video said that sat in her house with her dogs and watched TV when something caught the attention of the dogs, and they began to look towards the corridor. One of the dogs jumped up and ran closer to the corridor, looking at something black in the side doorway. Apparently, the author of the video also saw this black creature. Yeah, you can tell because she flips. In the next instant, the black silhouette moves sharply and disappears. What exactly flashes there in the corridor is impossible to say, but it does not have clear boundaries and looks like some kind of shadow. One of the users compared this creature with a Babadook. The Babadook is a supernatural creature that is said to be the embodiment of grief, anxiety, and depression. While believed to be a spirit or demon, the Babadook is merely a tulpa, a thought form which can manifest in our plane of reality due to the amount of fear and belief in its existence. The Babadook most generally appears as a towering shadow boogeyman wearing a black cloak and a hat, with long claw-like hands and pale, frightening face. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I do love this video. Again, for the record, I love this video. I think it's very well done. I don't think it's necessarily fake. I think the reactions are genuine. I do, and I think that the dog's reactions are genuine. But let me see if I can blow this up a little bit first.
There we go.
All right, so here she is panning around. I think this appeared on TikTok. Now the area you're looking at is here. Watch that door frame. Boom. What the hell was that? Let's check it out again.
Your cat's killing me, man.
Yeah, well, you can evict him. Look at that.
And the dog is looking at it.
Right.
He doesn't just notice it
and you look, his tail is stiff. He's on alert, but then he sees movement. Now, that dog could just be friendly. It doesn't mean he has to be barky and terrifying, but it's possible it's not real. But I don't know. Her reaction is she actually screams. And I don't want to use the audio because we're already using the video, and I don't want to cross any gray lines here because, it's not like we sought out permission for this, but that's a hell of a capture. Just that way that thing darts out of the way. It could be just something stupid, but it looks really convincing. The only other thing I could think is that there is light coming down the hallway. So what if somebody was lined up just perfectly, out of frame behind?
That's a long shadow to cast, though. And you
well,
would have,
this part doesn't move though. Only this does really. Watch it again. Only the top part of it moves that I can tell. The bottom part pretty much stays intact.
Yeah.
So there's only really that one little part that moves, and that's just this part right here.
Oh, that's a pretty large part, though.
It is, but if it's been cast from a distance, maybe the object is really small, but they just lined it up perfectly to look like it's disappearing into the door. Now the dog doesn't. I don't know that a dog would trigger off of just a shadow. I mean, they could, but I don't. Maybe I don't know. I'm speculating a lot by saying that, but the fact is that something moves here. It could be just lined up perfectly to disappear the way that light is being cast. Again, let's watch it again. So the thing is that all the dogs are at ease. This guy's just having a nice scratch, but something's there. He cued into it. He's on alert. That's an alert stance. Sees the motion and probably just wags his tail. Some dogs are not good guard dogs. They're like, hey, will you play with me? Will you throw that thing I love?
My dogs would look at an intruder and say, hey, come on in. Just make me a sandwich. You can have anything you want.
Yeah.
I just need a sandwich.
It's very good video, though. And her, I think I should try to play her reaction, though, her sound. Let's just hear it.
Here I go to bed myself. What the fuck is that?
Oops, sorry.
What? Oh, God!
Yeah, I remuted just in time. Sorry.
Now you remember why it was muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot that there was a little bit
Live and unscripted. Welcome to the portal.
Now the thing is that reaction to me
That's genuine.
seems organic. That seems like a real reaction. I forgot there's strong language. I haven't watched it for a long time, but that is a hell of a video. It really is. I think that they genuinely caught something. I don't know. Again, it's tough because anytime you put yourself out there, you also put yourself out there to be wrong.
That's true.
But there's no way to know for sure without being that person.
Gosh, okay. How much does your cat weigh? Ow, do not bite me. Get down. Goodness.
Your love bites,
Yeah,
darling.
their love bite.
You taste just
Love
like chicken.
bites. And Judas Priest, thank you.
Taste just like chicken.
I might have another bite.
Maybe.
Some
All
fava
right.
beans and Chianti.
Yeah, right. There's that. So that was a good one. I know it's been around for a long time. It's a classic, but it is a classic. I don't think I ever did this one. So I don't know much about sheep though, but this is
They're just waiting to find a place to die. Those
that what it
things
is?
are just, yeah, you scare them and they'll die.
Oh.
They're crazy little things. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, I just don't know much about them. So I mean, behaviorally speaking, I don't know. Are sheep skittish? Are they?
Anubis got some scratchy lovin's, dang it. Settle down. Jeez, Titan.
It's the beard. He's drawn to the beard. The funny thing is though, Anubis really loves Don. Because he's not a really snuggly cat. He's just kind of aloof and does his own thing. But every time Don comes over,
licks and nibbles on me, the crazy cat. It's like,
he nibbles with
tastes like
his
dinner.
2-inch canines. Yeah, it's more like gnawing, but Don calls it nibbles.
It's more a 9 than I can
Don
tell.
gets his scratchy lovins right back because he does this thing with his paws. He's got all his claws, obviously, and then they're quite sharp.
Yes, he does.
And he kind of like will put his paw on you and then like flex it, and it goes right through his clothes. He might as well be naked because they offer no protection whatsoever. Those claws go right through stuff easily, very easily. So here's one that I think it might be good. I've not watched this.
Oh, okay.
But here's the story. I'll put it on camera for you guys again because I haven't watched this. We'll watch it together.
Is it a story of a lovely lady?
No, but it is the story of a glitch in the Matrix.
A glitch in the Matrix, okay.
It's coming from Animalien again, and it's a glitch in the Matrix. A man filmed how a flock of sheep froze for several hours.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if that's unusual that sheep will just freeze and hold a position It may or may not be. A very strange video was uploaded to the popular TikTok platform a few days ago. Now, this a few days ago was August 21st.
Oh, it's just a few days.
Yeah, so like literally. A few days ago in the video, a flock of sheep froze on the hill for several hours, as if someone had hypnotized them. Rory Davis, 24, filmed a very interesting scene that he watched while vacationing with his family in Troutback, England. When the guy went out into the street, he saw a flock of sheep in the mountains which stood in one place and did not move. The resulting scene is quite suitable for a modern horror movie. Rory was very scared of what he saw and from the shock began to laugh. We'll play the video in just a second, but let me finish reading this. But even more frightening was the fact that the sheep remained motionless even after several hours. The impression was that someone had hypnotized them. After that, Rory decided that he should take a little walk and come to his senses. When the guy returned again, there was not a single sheep on that hill that stood and did not move. What? There was not a single sheep on that hill that stood and did not move. I don't know what that means. Were all the sheep gone, or did they?
No, the sheep that were standing did not move.
Oh, still. Right. Okay. Rory said that he lives in the countryside, but he has never seen anything like it before. When the guy came from the walk, he saw that absolutely all of the sheep had disappeared, as if they were not there. To date, the reasons for this behavior of the flock of sheep have not been established. Well, that deserves a lookie, and so that's just what we're going to do. And there they are. They're just...
Yeah, they're chilling.
That one's moving. That one's moving its head. Why are these ones all just frozen, though? All the way up the hill. Well, that is bizarre, isn't it?
Why is the one moving? Go back.
He was chewing on something.
He's just on something.
He's just in a moment there, but all these other ones are
Maybe
just...
he's in a loop.
Yeah. Maybe
He's the one glitching.
Yeah, he's the one hitting the pause
crazy.
button. He's got the flock pause button on the ground there. And they're not moving. I don't know if that is unusual or not. I would think that some of them would be moving.
I would think, yeah, like that would be odd.
That does seem odd. Wow. Very strange, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I can't make any claims of this of any kind. But it does seem weird to me that they're not moving at all. Very, very, very strange stuff. So what?
Bomber made a statement. Did a question. She says, "Did he stay up there for the whole time? Did he go to the sheep and see them up close?" For a second there, I thought she said, "Did he go to sheep?"
Oh, did he go to sheep?
Did he go to sheep?
Maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all we know is what we've read, of course. But it does seem weird to look at that, and not one of those sheep is moving except for the one gnawing on the grass. That's very strange. I don't have an answer, ladies and gentlemen.
Gary said he saw one move its ear. Yeah, that's probably the one he was chewing. Yeah, and another moves its tail. So
okay, yeah. Well, they do seem pretty motionless. Now, is it possible that they felt there was a predator nearby?
Boy, I'm feeling sheepy.
I'm not even sure what that means. I don't know what that means. Gotcha. So, what does it mean? I don't know. But it's strange, very weird, and
crazy.
It does look odd, but it may not be as anomalous as we believe.
You know who can answer that question, or may have a better answer to that question?
I don't.
Is our friend Nessie. She has sheep. She has a flock.
Is she here? She's not here.
No, she's not here, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't see her at least.
Well, our one local expert that we know of, unless any of you others are familiar with sheep-like behavior, feel free to let us know. But we just don't have anything to compare that to. I don't know if that's anomalous or if that's
I would
normal.
Say that's anomalous.
It does seem like it. I can't say I've ever seen sheep frozen, but then again, I've not really spent time around sheep, so I don't know. Here's an interesting one. Apparently, there was a weird gnome-like creature filmed at a waterfall in Iceland, Don.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen this one.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
I have not.
Oh, let's check it out.
Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen, because that's how we roll up here in the portal.
It's a sheep sickle farm.
Oh, yeah. Is it those like those goats that faint?
Oh,
These are the sheep that freeze.
Goats the faint and sheep
Don't
the
move.
faint.
Their eyes
Stop, they're
are
looking.
attracted to motion. But I wonder if it's possible that they felt there's a predator nearby, a wolf or something, perhaps that made them freeze. That's a consideration, maybe. But this one is, I don't have it on screen yet, but we'll take a look at it.
He's about to murder somebody's name.
Oh God, yeah, these are Iceland names. I'm so bad at these, but it's
Icelandic names.
Vigdishauser Hardadottir recently visited the stunning. What? Recently visited the stunning in its beauty.
Sweet.
Did you see that? That's not just me.
That's what it says, yeah.
Okay, in its beauty, and the most powerful waterfall in Europe, Deitifos. Deitifos means seething waterfall, and made several videos there. At the same time, the girl did not realize anything special except for the incredible feeling of the greatness of nature when you're next to an avalanche of water falling from a height of more than 40 meters, 200 cubic meters per second in winter, and up to 500 in the summer. But when Vigdis watched the video, she was very surprised. A strange creature was seen, which apparently crawls out onto the site from a sheer rocky cliff. As the girl clarifies at that moment, there was no one nearby. The rock itself was so steep that not a single animal, especially a person, could climb it. The appearance of this mysterious humanoid is also striking. It's no coincidence that Vigdis immediately remembered that Detifos waterfall is located in the Ausbirgi Canyon. Ausbirgi, right?
Oh, okay.
Canyon, the territory of some national park. I can't even go close to that one. Jokul Sorgluver.
J-O, yoke.
Okay. Well, I'm not Viking, so I don't know. Which, according to ancient legends, was once inhabited by elves. Apparently, are these creatures still living there? Looks like they might be, ladies and gentlemen, but let's have a peek. I'm just going to go through this quick.
A weird video.
Yeah, showing a small dark
weed
creature.
video.
Oh, look at
Okay,
it.
so
That's,
I don't know.
well, that'd be a hell of a place to screw up and get hung over the edge, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, what the hell is he doing?
I don't know. That is weird, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we better show that.
Oh, you weren't showing it?
No.
Oh.
I wanted to screen it first,
Oh.
so I didn't end up with more Effenheimers or something like that. So this is a close-up still shots. But you'll see, I think it'll probably loop it again. Yeah. While I was talking about a cryptid, the creature whose existence is unsubstantiated. So you're getting some of the dialogue. Look at that. It's right there. It does look like someone hanging on.
How could you miss that if you're filming this as you're filming it live? Oh, okay. What's this?
Well, this is, I think, more of a, I don't know, I guess.
Or is this? Oh, this must be the pan.
Is it a
the
frame by
pan
frame?
Into, yeah, like a close up pan into
Yeah,
the
okay.
video. Yeah.
So here's the little creature, whatever it is. I don't know. That's very weird. No, in all seriousness,
I gotta say that looks like a leg right there, and kind of like maybe some kind of a something on his back. That looks like someone's leg.
well, yeah, I mean, it could be a diminutive little guy that's kind of working his way up, but it could be an arm. I don't know. What the hell's this? For all we know, it could just be a grocery bag in this
It's just
in the
blowing around.
thermals,
Yeah, exactly.
The thermals just washing around in there. I
Yeah.
don't know. That is weird, though. I don't know what to make of this. Let's go back to the beginning.
A
where it's-
Chinese New Year dragon costume.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. There it is. It does look like something climbing
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's pretty peculiar.
Bomber says a lizard man.
Well.
So does Ken.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it's got a really strange head, though. That's the part that's most weird to me is that, oh, I hate this stuff. Don't do that. I mean, let's go frame by frame here if we can. This is a frame by frame of it. I don't know. Could it just be some garbage that's somehow anchored onto the side of that had gotten stuck there? Like, seriously, like a grocery bag. And it's just
Flopping in the wind.
I don't know. That's just what occurs to me because it's so ambiguous.
Right.
What we're seeing is really ambiguous looking. I don't know. That's very strange. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's weird. I have no explanation for the strange appearance. Some people said the creature looked like a human figure with something covering its head. Yeah, it looks like almost like a pyramid kind of helmet or something. I don't know. That's what's strange about it. But I think that's kind of also maybe a clue that it's not what we think it is. I don't know. Very weird. But you saw it here, ladies and gentlemen. The weird elf of Yagr. I don't know. I just made up the word because I can't come close to pronouncing what the hell the word probably should be. Because it's Icelandic and my palate is not flexible
He
enough
doesn't
for
do
that.
Viking.
I don't do it, not out of choice. I just don't know how to do it. It was going to get its bonsai tree. Yeah, it's an Alba witch wearing a fez. Yeah, it could be. Albat witch. Yeah. It could be. I don't know. But of course, the gnomes and elves are considered part of the Icelandic culture. That's for sure. They're very reverent about that.
True. Yep. They certainly are.
They certainly are, Don. That's what I heard. Can you believe that we're down to like 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah, this night has just
Wow.
flown by for a bunch of well, hopefully silliness. Hopefully entertaining silliness, but
Night, Kirsten.
Kirsten, are you leaving us?
She says she gotta go to bed.
Aw, well, sweet dreams. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. And we appreciate all of you guys as well. To all the prize winners, be patient. For those of you that took part in the quizzes and giveaways last time, I'm still working on getting your stuff. But that's the thing. It's free, so it'll get to you eventually. If you order it, it comes much quicker. But the way we have to do it for the prize giveaways is we have to order it, have it delivered to us, then we have to repackage it and deliver it to you.
We got
So
to ship that shizzle out.
yeah, we've got to add. It adds a whole extra leg to the journey, so to speak. But what we should do next time
What's that?
is just give the winners a coupon code, and then they could just order it directly, and we could PayPal them whatever the thing is. I don't know. I'm just thinking of ideas that would make
Yeah,
it
that
more
would
streamlined.
that would actually probably work. We just refund it back through PayPal or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Or something to that effect, but we'll talk. Between Don and myself, we'll come up with a more streamlined plan for it. But my apologies to those of you that won. You still are winners. You just haven't received it yet because I've just been going too many directions. I only have like a couple of speeds, and none of them are real blinding.
I'm just a blur.
You want to take a minute and talk about different kind of ghosts, Don?
Different kind of ghosts.
There's some different kind of ghosts apparently that
Okay.
are outlined in this article, and I haven't read it, but I just saw it and I went, "I wonder if this is any good." So we can go through it together.
Yeah, sure.
We can go through it together, and I don't know
Yes.
how accurate it'll be,
You
but
can
it
have
says
my 2 cents worth.
this is coming from paranormaldailynews.com, and it's the different types of ghosts explained.
Explain.
So we're going to explain them now. Ghosts or spirits can manifest themselves in many different ways. Did you have something you wanted to read?
No.
Oh, okay.
Please. No.
All right. So it's only natural that they can take on different forms. Below, we've listed the best known ghost manifestations and explained them in a little more detail. So if you want to get more familiar with the ghost manifestations, be sure to read on. Absolutely. And the first one is the interactive ghost. The interactive ghost is probably the most reported type of ghost. An interactive ghost is usually a spirit or a loved one, and these spirits can be friendly or unfriendly, which usually depends on the character of the person in life. Interactive ghosts have the ability to become visible, make noises, and they can even release smells that are reminiscent of them. For example, if a recently deceased relative used to smoke, cigarette smoke may be noticeable when the spirit is near. Most interactive ghosts will visit friends and family members for a reason. Their character remains intact after death, and this means they could be trying to contact you in order to comfort you. Of course, there's also cases where interactive spirits want to convey an important message to the living. Then there's the ectomist apparition.
Oh, jeez.
These are the cloud-like ones, the misty things. And I've seen some pretty compelling footage of these that might suggest this. There really is spiritual misty transformations. In fact, my cousin had a horrible haunting back, I don't know, a decade or so ago. And I'm here to tell you, this is a man that was never afraid. He's just very strong, brave, but they were under siege by something horrible. I mean, horrible. And I'm talking extraordinarily aggressive, throwing things in their house. And he and I were talking daily and trying to work through it. And we got him through it, but they were going through some stuff, like some serious stuff, things turning on and off, alarms going off, things being thrown and broken in their home. And this cousin is law enforcement, so he's not like some kind of flaky person, you know. I mean, he's a well-grounded person, just really logical, really straightforward, and they were being absolutely harassed, and to the point of like terror. Things were getting slammed, doors were opening and closing, but they did experience this type of misty or fog-like presence. And he woke up one night in the middle of the night. He'd wake up pretty much every day at 3, get woken up by something, some kind of noise. And he was absolutely being harassed to the point of, you know, literally it was trying to break him down. And it was a hell of a fight. But he woke up and he said he came out of his hallway. The bedrooms were down this little hallway. It was this beautiful log house. And he came out and he said, I couldn't see through my dining room into my kitchen. There was this cloud.
Wow.
And it was only about 3 feet off the ground, but it was like somebody had a fog machine going in my home.
Wow.
And he said it had this pulse to it, like the whole cloud was pulsing. And it was this really intense experience. And he said, and then just suddenly, it was like someone flipped a switch and it was just gone. And it was there for several minutes. In fact, his ex-wife saw it as well. She lived with him, and she saw it as well. And they were both just really perplexed. They didn't know what to make of it. And this was when it was getting into high gear. The activity at their house, they heard things slamming in locked doors. They had a built-in safe in the house, and they could hear things getting thrown around in the safe and going in there. And things were, and this is a safe. It's sealed, and there's no way anybody was getting in or pulling some shenanigans.
Right.
Things were thrown off the walls and stuff. They had a hell of a haunting.
Wow.
It was just intense. And yeah, I mean, so the interesting thing is that they experienced many types of manifestations, but the most often what they saw was this cloud, this presence. And I can't remember if he said the cloud had a color. I'm trying to remember because it's been a while now. But yeah, it was a hell of a battle. I mean, I was working with him every day for weeks as they got through this. And I think it actually went on for a month. It was literally like 4 weeks. And by the end, I mean, he was just, in tatters. Just hard to keep yourself together when you're being constantly assaulted like that. But he got through it, and it did go away. We did get it to go away, but it was a hell of a thing. I could feel it all the way from Minnesota. It was just an intense presence.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just an intense presence. But my cousin and I have always been really connected, so I could feel it from him. You know, what he was experiencing, I could experience, and it was really intense. But anyway, the next is a poltergeist, which is kind of wild because the experience that they had was very poltergeist-like. But it was in a very angry spirit. It wasn't playful or anything. But the term poltergeist is possibly one of the best known when it comes to ghosts. Many films have been released about the poltergeist, yet they are the rarest form of apparition. Compared to interactive and ectomist ghosts, there are a lot less poltergeist cases. Poltergeists are tricky, and there are many explanations and theories floating around. Some experts claim that the poltergeist is nothing other than an energy controlled by a living person, who is unaware of it. Others believe that poltergeists are tricksters, while others even claim that they are malevolent spirits. The poltergeist usually manifests itself by moving things and knocking things over. They can also make noise and manipulate their environment around them. Therefore, a poltergeist can be quite disturbing. Most poltergeists will attach themselves to people, so the theory that poltergeists haunt places is not necessarily accurate. Even though there have been some cases of poltergeist hauntings in a specific location, most cases will center around a person.
Mm-hmm.
The next is orbs.
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 I'm so turned off by orbs.
Orb apparitions are photographed the most. Yeah, I don't think so, but they are claimed to be photographed the most. So one could argue that they're the most detectable form of apparition. Most orbs can be described as a transparent or translucent ball. They're often recorded on photograph by accident. So reported cases are not limited to those made by paranormal investigators alone. Most paranormal investigators believe that the orb is the soul of a deceased person. I said deceased and not diseased. Or animal. And they believe orbs move from place to place, but that they do not retain this shape forever. It's believed that orbs are the first manifestations of spirits, which later turn into interactive ghosts or even ectomist. Often recorded on paranormal portals too. What?
I don't know.
Oh, well, could you look and see what that's about?
Sure.
I don't know if it's something I need to pay attention to or
I'm
not.
not seeing anything.
Okay, the funnel ghost. Oh, he's talking about orbs. Yeah, orbs are sometimes recorded here. Not very often, though. Only when Adam is somehow attached to the show. Then they seem to show up. But then we get the funnel ghost. This is not one I'm familiar with. That looks funny. The funnel ghost is another apparition that is commonly caught on camera. It can be described as a vortex or a swirling funnel, which is usually accompanied by a serious drop in temperature. I'm not familiar with this one at all. Most paranormal experts believe that the funnel ghosts, I don't know who these experts are spirits of deceased relatives or friends. How the hell do you make that distinction? They believe that these spirits return to a certain person or location for a visit. Of course, since funnel ghosts are so close to apparitions such as orb or ectomist, the paranormal experts believe it could be a stage within a spirit's development.
Huh.
I don't know where the hell they're coming up with this stuff.
Spirit
There's no-
string theory.
It's like, other manifestations, ghosts can manifest in many different ways. Some appear as typical mist or orb, while others appear as shadows. One thing is certain, though, the field of the spirit world needs a lot more research. Only that way can we understand. That article was by Sandra Dedyne, Dededyne.
Another murdered name.
Oh, is it? Okay. But I don't know where she's getting her information on this. I don't know what paranormal experts they're talking to. But I don't know of anything called a funnel ghost. I've never heard that before this article. I've seen that, in terms of spirit photography, when spirits manifest on photography, and I believe that they do, and I believe that there's genuinely captures of that energy, which may manifest as bars or as wavy lines. Oftentimes, though, those kind of things are some kind of anomaly near the camera somewhere that's picking up the flash and kind of appears translucent or transparent, almost transparent. But I do believe that spirits can genuinely show up on film. And the shape that they're captured has nothing to do with their actual shape. It's just what part of their energy was captured or how the film captured that energy. I don't think it has anything to do with, well, that's what they look like. They look like funnels. This is, what is there, a certain room on the other side where they keep the funnel ghosts? It's like, it's like funnel cakes, funnel ghosts. I don't know.
Yeah, they're having fun with that in the chat.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. And I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but this is some weird stuff. I don't think that there's an evolution of appearance for ghosts. I think that orbs are probably the most economical way to manifest.
Economical.
Well, I mean, because the amount of energy necessary to create a ball versus to create a actual manifestation of their body, I think is quite different. And the energy needs would probably be much more efficient to be just a little ball of light. That's
enough.
just what appears to us. That's not the full representation of the spirit. It's just the part we can perceive
Right.
with our tools or with our eyes in some cases. But I don't believe that that is the, a representation of the size of the spirit or what it's capable of. So
You are not the size of your spirit. You are greater than.
you're not just the size of an eraser.
Oh, gosh.
You're bigger than that.
I was going for more like the Martin Luther King style.
Sure.
You were going for the...
Why I have moved down the mountains,
It
I have
is
seen
time
the orbs in the valley.
for me to go.
And they have called out to me and said, I wish to go beyond this world. And I said, then why don't you go yonder? Sorry. All right. That's all I got, too. Don's got to go.
Yeah, I got to go.
It's his bedtime, ladies and
is.
gentlemen. It's not easy growing that much beard.
It ain't
You need a
easy
lot of
being
rest and nutrition.
Captain of my... No.
All right. So, anything in closing, brother?
No, just thank you all, as always. It's wonderful to be here on a hump night with you. Don't forget the podcast, anywhere you find our podcasts. teesprings.com/stores/paranormal-portal to buy your paranormal gear, kind of like Diane Fowler did. Very nice job.
Diane bought a mask,
Yeah.
and it looks absolutely stunning on her.
Beautiful.
And she's representing.
Beautiful.
We really appreciate the support, guys. We know that not everybody can do it, and you can support us many ways. One of the biggest ways is just keep spreading the word.
Yep.
Let people know about the portal. Let them know how awesome the show is, how much you love it. And that was Anubis giving us a witness. That was an hallelujah.
Gary and Dean are heading out again tomorrow night.
Woo! Awesome.
Yeah, we got to hear about that.
No, that's really cool. I hope you guys catch something. I love the fact that you guys are getting out there. I love the fact that Dean's back in the field.
Yep.
That's exciting to me. I want that man to show up with some love.
Some new stuff.
Absolutely. And then I want him to appear on my show again because he's a great interview. It's great talking to him. I love interviewing Dean. He's just so animated and brings these stories to life. It's just awesome. He's a great storyteller. So I'll look forward to his return. But until then, I'll be back tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, with some night terrors. If you care to join me, that'll be at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on the YouTube channel. So I'll be looking for you then. Make sure to spread the word. Let everybody know about us. Check out the podcast, as Don said. Next week, we got an extra long podcast. I think it's going to be 2 parts. I had a long talk with a great interview, and we're all set to push that out. So that'll be on Sunday. So got a few days to prep, but there's a great one out there today. It's been out since last Sunday, and it's a great episode. So check it out. All of them are great episodes. What am I saying, right, Don?
Yeah, what are you saying?
I don't know what I'm saying.
What are you
ladies and
trying to
gentlemen.
say? You want it premium? You want premium entertainment? Paranormal Portal is your...
Source.
There you go. Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got to get Don to bed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being here and being with us. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back Friday, and Don will be back with me on Saturday. And we're going to have special guest Mr. Cade Moya.
Oh, that's right.
We're doing the round table on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to tear it up here on the portal.
Tear it
But
up.
love you all. Be good. Be kind. Be
Tear it
nice.
up. Sorry.
Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find all the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. So good night, everybody, and sweet dreams.
Good night.
All right, roll the credits.